Hey everyone, and welcome back to Essential Excel. In today's video we have three functions that we're going to look at which enable you to find the different sizes of pieces of information. Those formulas are max, min, and the last one being large. In order to demonstrate these functions, we've got some data in here. So in columns A through to D, you'll see a list of the top 100 countries in the world with their current population as at 2019 in column C. And in column D, not that we're going to be using it, but it might just be of interest to you, but it's as the data set came, it shows you what that population is. So, world share shows you what proportion of the global population that country takes up. So maybe to explain that a bit simpler. So China in row number 2 is the largest country by population with a population of 1.4 million people. And this 1.4 million people is 18.4% of the global population. So that's what that means. So it might be of interest to you to see that. It's quite interesting facts to see. But for the purpose of this demonstration, we'll just be using column C. So working through these functions in column H, or that's where they show the name, we'll work on max and min first, and then we'll go into large, as that's a bit more detailed, a bit more to look at in that one. So the benefit of max, so as it indicates, max is going to show us the max or the largest value in a range of data. So quite simply, if all we do to do that is we enter our equal sign and type max, open our brackets, and then we can select column C for this example, because we're looking to find out what the largest population size is. And then when we hit enter, oh, okay, it gets there eventually, and we might have to expand these cells slightly. There you go. So as you can see, what it's done is pull through the max or the largest population size in column C, which is that 1.4 million for China. So it doesn't give you much more detail than that, but at least what it does is it shows you what that largest population size is. I guess for our example here, our countries are all already organised in terms of the population size. So we can see the max one straight there at the top. And we will be able to quickly find the other one as we move on to min, but we'll just show how min works as well. Min does work in exactly the same way. In order to do this, you enter your equal sign min and then open brackets. And then we can select column C and then close brackets. And it just takes a little while for it to calculate, as it seems to have done with max. But we'll give it a couple of seconds. Cool, there you go. So the two functions work in a way that allows you to quickly summarize and compare these two numbers. So we're able to find the max value, what is the 1.4 million, and the min value, that is the 8 million, 8.5 million. Oh, actually, sorry, no. When I've been saying 1.4 million for max, that is completely wrong. That's not 1.4 million, that's 1.4 billion. So yeah, the population for China is 1.4 billion. Sorry, that's a quick correction there. Yeah, so then that makes more sense here when we can see the 8 million as our largest population size in our list. And if we just scroll to the bottom of our list to number 100, there we go, we can see that value of 8.5 million was actually aligns to Papua New Guinea as country number 100. Cool, so those two formulas, again, really useful. It allows you to do any quick summaries, such as we've done here, if you need to, as a reference point. If you want to do any comparisons, or even just to find what those largest values were, as a quick way of finding them. So we'll move on to large. Large is a similar function, although it has one more entry point rather than just selecting your range. So we'll go through and describe how it works as we type it out. So as always, we enter our equal sign first, and then we type our formula, what is going to be large, and then open brackets. So as you can see from our little instruction pop-up that comes here, we have two parts to this formula, the array and then comma k. So simply put, the array is the range of data we want to look at, and then k is where we indicate what value we want to find. So to explain large, well actually let's put a formula in first. So what we want to do is use large to find the largest value in our range in column C. So in order to do that, we select column C, do a comma, and to find the largest value, we simply enter the number 1. And then what that number 1 indicates is we want to find the first largest, or the largest. And when we hit enter to that, what we will find is that will then match the value we have for our max formula, what you see there in row 3 or column I. What is our 1.4 billion population that we now know it sits and belongs with China, and we can see that by referencing our table on the left hand side. So once this formula is taken, perfect, and let's just do a tiny bit of formatting just so that looks this easy to reference. Perfect. So you can see now that large is exactly the same as max, and by entering the value of 1, that is exactly what you'll do. You will just find the largest value in that range. So why use large? Well, the benefit we have of large is it enables us to get a bit more detail. So rather than finding the largest value, we're able to find the second largest value. And in order to do that, we change the value or the number of 1 to the number of 2 and hit enter on our formula. And then what you'll see happens is, what it will this time do is, it will, rather than just returning the largest value, it will find the second largest value, which in our data set we can see is going to be the population for India, which is 1.3 billion, or just short of 1.4 billion even. So once we get out of this formula, there you go, we can now see we've got the 1.3 billion there. And large works exactly the same. And if you wanted to find the third largest, or the fourth or fifth, you simply, all you need to do is just update that that second piece of information, the number. So in our indication or our example here, you then change the 2. All you need to do is change that to the desired number that you wish to find. Large is really good if you wanted to do a quick table or summary to demonstrate the top 5 or the first, second, and third largest, or if it's in terms of time, like you could say the fastest times, and that would work really well as well. So there you go, there's the 3 formulas that we want to look at today. We hope that was really useful for you. As we sort of touched on earlier, these numbers on their own, again, they can be very useful and allow you to summarize. But another step we could take is to now say, okay, we've found the largest value or the second largest value. How can we return what country that belongs to? So as you know, because we've got the data here, we can quickly reference and say, okay, well, 1.368 billion is India. But had you not got this data to the left here, or it was a larger data set, or those values went at the top, you would then need to manually search through the data to find that country. But we do have a step that we can use to use this information and return the country it aligns to. And if you'd like to look at that, or if you'd like us to cover that topic, please give this video a big like. Also comment below to let us know that you do want to see that video. And if you haven't already, please remember, subscribe to our channel. We have lots of videos that are coming up, and we're going to start diving into some more technical stuff and bring together all the stuff we looked at so far. So make sure you don't miss those. And lastly, we also do have a Facebook channel, so links to that are in our description. In our Facebook channel, or Facebook page, we do also have a members group, so you can currently join that group for free, in which you can talk and discuss ideas with other people who are trying to answer and ask questions in Excel, and obviously that's where we'll post a lot of our topics as well. So do remember to check those out if you haven't already. Okay, so that's the end for this video. Hopefully the next video will be coming out the next day, or if not 2 days from now max. But apart from that, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you very soon.